Hiya guys, thank you for tuning into the channel again. Today we're going to be cutting some ball python eggs, but first we're going to talk a little bit about why we incubate eggs. There's two kinds of incubation. There's maternal incubation, or when we intervene and take the eggs off of the mother and put them into an incubator. So why do we do that? In the wild, a high percentage of the eggs can actually die. If the eggs don't die, the mother can die. The reason being, she would have already spent months maternally growing follicles, producing eggs, and eventually laying the eggs. Then the maternal incubation process, she will then sit on the eggs for 55 days plus, all without eating, to keep her eggs warm and defend her nest. So she will actually go months without food, and basically they can starve to death. Likewise, once the eggs are laid, ball pythons being from Africa, there's quite a variation in heat at night, so the eggs can get hot, cold, their hides can flood, so the eggs can drown. So there's always a high percentage of eggs that die in the wild. So the reason we take the eggs off of the mum and get them in an incubator is basically to get the mum back on food. She's already gone 2+ months without food, growing follicles. During that process they don't eat because they can't fit food inside them as well as the eggs that they're growing. The incubation process from laying is normally about 55 days, 55 to 60 days. After that, we generally cut the eggs. And why do we cut the eggs, you probably ask? It's basically because, again, in the wild, a lot of baby snakes don't make it out the egg. Reason being, they're born with an egg tooth. Now these eggs, as you'll see, most people think of eggs like chicken eggs with a hard shell. These aren't like that at all. They've got a very leathery shell, which I'll show you in a minute. And the leathery shell can basically get so leathery that the egg tooth can't cut through the shell. As you can see, they're extremely leathery. The egg tooth can either snap off and they can't get out, so they drown, or through sheer exhaustion, they can't break out of the egg, and again they drown in the egg white. Now the reason the eggs have sucked in like that, it's quite perfectly fine. The eggs are connected with an umbilical cord to the inside of the membrane of the egg. You've probably noticed when you're shelling a boiled chicken egg, there's a membrane that sits inside the shell. These are exactly the same. There's a membrane inside the leathery case. So they have to cut out the membrane before they can cut out the shell. Now these have actually gone past 55 days. These are now up to 50, 58, 59 days. And as they've all sucked in like that, which would indicate that they are living off of the egg yolk, egg white inside the egg. They're perfectly healthy. So we're going to cut them basically to give them a helping hand to get out. Now the female is a straight cinnamon. The male, we bred her to various males. So this is going to be as much as a surprise to us as it is to you guys watching. So we'll take this one first. What we're going to do is roll the shell slightly. And the reason we do that is basically to push the inside membrane down away from the outside leathery case. Now when we cut, just to give you a warning, there might be some blood. And what the blood is, on the inside of the membrane, there's a network of veins which feed and provide obviously blood, oxygen, etc. to the baby while it's growing. When you're cutting the shell, you can cut the veins which bleed, but it doesn't at all hurt the little snake inside. So with that said, let's make the first cut and see what we've got. So just to say again, if there is any blood, don't worry, it doesn't hurt the snake, it's perfectly normal. As you can see there is a small amount of blood. And there's the first peek at one of the baby snakes. So there you go, there is a bit of movement, so it is okay. What it is at this point, I haven't a clue. Until they've come out the eggs properly, then we'll be able to identify them a little bit better. Okay, here we go, number 2. So again, we'll roll the shell down from the membrane. We'll do this on every egg, so I won't say it every time. Cut in number 2. Don't know if you can see that pattern on camera. Number 3. Number 4. See his little head popping out at us. So there you go, guys, that's the clutch. There is some variation within the clutch. Like I say, we did use different males, so there is a chance that the female would retain different sperm, giving different genes and different visuals to the clutch in general. So there's the clutch. I shall give you another update once they're out of the eggs and after their first shed. Thank you for watching.